because Richard has made multiple trips to the store. I'm sure you can imagine. He's going to be doing some more stuff tomorrow that he doesn't know about yet. But I've kind of got it in hand. But my biggest problem was I didn't know until Monday how many people I was going to have. I was either going to have 4 or 12. That's not good. Yeah, well, 6 of them are children. So the wine wasn't a problem, the food was the problem, because those kids eat everything that's not new. But at any rate, I hope you guys all have a fabulous day Thursday, and that your food doesn't get burnt or any of that other stuff. But you know, when you think about it, it's not about the food. You know, we think it is, but it's not. So, a couple of announcements. Our big party in honor of Bob Adams is on Saturday the 8th. The sign-ups are going famously. It promises to be a very big game, and there are some people coming from out of town. I've already had emails from some folks, so if you're planning to come, don't forget to sign up, please, because Steve really needs, talk about somebody who needs to know how much food to fix.
Yes.
This is a guy who really needs to know how much food to fix.
That's the one that's catered?
Yes, yes. So the sign-up sheet's just right over there on the console, and that's on the 8th. Everything starts at 12 noon, and the game will start at 1, and the game is going to be a stack game, and we'll pay silver points and all kinds of other good things, and it'll be a good time. It will. There will be some people who are very sad. Bob was part of the bridge community in Oklahoma City for 50 years at least. But still, since there wasn't a service for him, I think this is a good thing to do. Then on the 15th, the unit will be having their Christmas party. Their stuff's not out yet, but they'll need sign-ups also. It'll be the same time, Saturday afternoon, only theirs will be the 15th. Food will be served at 12 noon, and then their game will start at 1 o'clock. And they're going to run a unit championship, I'm sure, which will pay extra points, but there'll be black points. But I, for one, never turn down points. Never, ever, ever. It's hard enough to get them, so I never turn them down. One other thing I should mention, or maybe two, we're going to be starting Play of the Hand. You know, we had a couple of series on bidding, the club series that Steve Mayer has been doing. The Play of the Hand part, which is the Diamond Series, will begin in the middle of January. Gloria Smith will be teaching it, and it'll be 8 weeks, and there will be more information coming up about that. It's going to be on Thursday night. And then February 9th and 10th is our next Non-Life Master Tournament. More silver points. I think John and Barbara got silver points at the last one. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Everybody
came.
gets lucky once in a while.
Yeah, you did. So we have a 0 to 20 section if there are 3 tables or more, and that means you guys can get silver points just like anybody else. So if you want them, come get them. Somebody's going to get them. Might as well be
And
you.
when is that?
February 9th and 10th. That's a Saturday and Sunday. Saturdays pairs, Sundays teams. We're going to provide lunch and all the usual stuff, and pray that the weather holds. I probably needed my head examined for choosing a weekend in February, but you have to pick from what's available. The other thing is that we will have a class for some more beginners beginning the weekend after that, February the 16th. We need some new people. You know, we're about to lose some folks from this group because they're getting so many points. I'm proud as I can be, but well, we need players to keep this game going. So we're going to start a new class on Saturday mornings beginning February 16th. If you know anybody that would like to learn, point them our direction, please.
And is the price the same?
Well, now that's still way out there. We're going to offer Easy Bridge. And maybe Mini Bridge first. If we offer Mini Bridge first, that will be free. You know, an opportunity to come and see whether you like bridge. You know, nothing to lose but a couple of hours. And I mean, you know, if you've got a couple hours to spare, then come on out. But then after that, then there'll be Easy Bridge has a card fee involved, just like these games do. And that, yes,
I
ma'am.
forgot to ask when you were telling us about it. Do we know yet what the fee will be for playing the hand?
No,
No.
we do not. The poster, I was just talking to Gloria about it today. We didn't get as far as what it will be, but probably the same as the club
So it was
series.
8 weeks?
It's 8 weeks. Yes, no question?
No, I
Oh, waving, okay. Waving is allowed, but it confuses me. Let's see, and that brings me to the last subject. Effective January the 1st, this game won't be a 0 to 20 anymore, it's going to be a 0 to 49. So for those of you who are bumping really hard up against 20, so many of you just said to me, I don't want to leave this group, I don't want to leave this group. What can you do? I don't want to leave. Shall we just not pay our ACBL dues so we stop getting points? And I thought, that's what I'm after here. So we're going to try to have
Okay, good.
the more experienced group, that would be you guys, and then once we get our newbies to the point where they're ready to jump into a game, and that may be 8 weeks, it may be 12 weeks after we start, then hopefully they can have a little group by themselves until they're ready to be completely assimilated into this group. But the only way that we can keep this club going is to bring new people in. You notice we're all not young, shall I say, and we're tending to die off, which is sad and true. So anyway, we just need to keep bringing more people in so that the club can stay open. That would be the ultimate goal. So, all right, I think that's enough announcements. Dan and Linda asked me to do a Notrump review, and guess who's not here tonight? So, we're going to do it anyway, and we'll continue a little bit more next week. This is, I'm not going to tell you guys stuff, I want you to tell me stuff. So, for instance, here's a hand. Where the question mark is means this hand goes with the question mark. You don't get to see both hands, just one of them. In this case, you're north, and everybody agrees with one no trump opener here, right? Your partner bids 2 no trump. What does that mean?
He's just behind a 4-card major.
It's got below 10 points.
How much below 10 points?
6 to 9. 6 to 9.
No.
8.
6 points are not enough to raise one no trump to 2. 8 or 9, exactly.
And balance.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, if he had a 5-card major suit, what would he do?
Oh, well,
Yeah, he would transfer. So this guy says basically, I don't have a 4 or a 5-card major suit, or I'd have done something different, right?
Well, with the same point range, couldn't you have done 2 clubs if you had a 4-card major?
Sure, but he didn't.
So
that means he doesn't have a 4-card major.
I said, yeah.
Yeah. So, everybody passes in between, and now it's your rebid. What are you going to rebid here?
Pass.
We're on the high end or low end?
Pass.
Pass.
Oh,
Why are we passing? We have a minimum no trump, 15 points. The rule is, when you get an invitation from partner, if you're on the low end, you just pass. Don't have to think about it. 15 points, no 5-card suit. Look at that. I mean, that is as flat as it gets. So you don't think about it, just pull out the green card and put it down. You have at most 24 points. And that's not always, I mean, 50% of the time that'll make 3 no trump. 50% is not a high enough percentage. If you consistently go with plays and bids that give you a 50% success rate, you're not choosing wisely. You want to do things that will be successful at least 60% of the time. So 24 points, not enough, just pass. Here's another one. Once again, you're south. This is your hand. Opens it a no trump. Partner raises to 2 no trump. Now what are you going to do? How many high card points are there? 16. This is the do I or don't I. So those of you who said 3 no trump, why did you say 3?
Well, I would say that they're really weak in their majors. Both of them are. particularly.
And, well, at least responder doesn't have 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And we don't really know about opener's hand, except that we're looking at it.
We're looking
We
at
see it,
it.
yeah.
I mean, so we know that we probably only have 3, 4, only 5, at the most 5 spades, 5 hearts between us.
We don't have a stopper in the diamond.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Partner's invited you. His points have to be somewhere. You don't have to have, remember, you don't have to have a stop in every suit in order to open one no trump. If you wait for that to happen, you won't be opening no trump nearly all the
If
time.
first got 9 points and
Okay.
16, then you're like at 21.
Okay, here's what you look at when you're on the edge with 16. Number 1, there's a 5-card suit. 5-card suits are golden in no trump. That can often be set up even when partner only has 2 of them. The other thing is 10, 10, 7, 7, 7. Your spots are not 2s and 3s. You have a nice tennis here. Maybe somebody will be nice to you and lead a heart. The lead's coming up to your hand, right? I would bid 3 no trump without even thinking very hard with that. Just simply because I've got a 5-card suit and I've got decent spots. Okay, here's another one. 1 no trump, this time you're west and this is your hand. Partner raises you to 2 no trump, now what are you going to do here?
3
Three no trump.
around 17 points.
That's right, 3 no trump. If 15 is an automatic pass, 17 is an automatic accept. Because partner's got at least 8, so you know you have at least 25. And if he's got 9, so much the better. And shoot, who knows, he may have 11 or 12, right? Even better. I will tell you that I have had 28 points between the dummy and my hand before I've not been able to make 3 no trump because everything was sitting in the wrong place. 26 is not magic, but you have a really good shot at it at 26 points. Okay, here's the next one. 1 no trump by your partner, you're south, and this is your hand. What are you going to bid?
That's south.
Yeah, this is the south hand.
That's your hand.
Your partner opened 1 no trump. What are you going to bid?
12 points. 3 no trump.
Should have game, yeah.
3 no?
3 no trump.
Sure.
Yeah, 3.
That's another. Don't think about it. You don't have a 4-card major or a 5-card major. Are you beginning to see something that might dawn on you if the opponents don't use statement or transfers? What does that generally mean? That generally means they have the minor suits locked up. So what should you lead? Majors, yes. A major suit rates to be better than leading a minor. Because if nobody investigated a 4-4 or a 5-3 major suit fit over a no trump opening, it generally means they have the minors locked up. It's not always the case, but frequently it is. So if you're in a quandary, I've got 2 suits that look roughly the same. My partner didn't bid. There were no suits bid by the opponents. One's a major, one's a minor. Lead the major if they didn't do any investigating. Okay, now then, this is the north hand, and you're north. Your partner opens 2 no trump.
4 no trump.
4 no trump. What's the purpose of bidding 4 no trump?
Find out about aces.
No, 4 no trump over a no trump opening bid is quantitative, not ace asking.
4, but it's 4 something.
4
clubs. 4 clubs.
But you don't get any more than 1 to 4 no trump than you do 3. Why
Oh,
don't
yeah, you do. You do.
Okay, I can see that we need to talk about hands that are worth more than game and no trump, huh?
Right.
All right, how many points do you have here?
13.
13. How many points does partner have?
20,
20
21.
or 21. So how many points do you have between the two of you?
33, 30.
33 or 34, right?
6 no slam.
Yeah, 6 no trump.
Yeah, slam.
Don't think about it. Don't invite, because if partner's on the bottom on the 20, he'll pass. When you bid 4 no trump, saying, hey, if you've got 21, we probably have a slam. When you bid 4 no trump over a 1 no trump or a 2 no trump opening bid, that's just like 2 no trump is to 1 no trump and inviting to game, only this invites to slam. 2 no trump, 4 no trump says, what do you think? Shall we go for the slam or shall we not? And you do that when you're not sure. Maybe you have 16 points. Partner's opened one no trump. If he's got 15, you know you're not going to be there. If he's got 17, pretty good shot. So you use 4 no trump, saying, if you're on the top, bid the slam. If you're not, just pass my 4 no trump before we get too high.
But in this case, you're saying just go ahead and say 600.
Well, you know that you have enough points.
Yeah, right there.
So if you invite partner, he has the right to turn it down, to decline regretfully. But she who knows goes, and don't you know here? Sure you do. So just bid it. All right, here we go. Pass, pass. South opens one no trump, and it comes back to you. What are you going to bid here?
9 points.
Mhm.
2.
Two no.
I hear a couple of 2 clubs, and I hear 2 no trump.
Okay, who opens the floor?
Your partner opened one no trump.
okay.
This is your bid. What are you
Okay.
going to bid?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, see, you're thinking like I would, yeah.
Well, what's the right answer?
2 clubs.
2 clubs. Why is that?
Did you have a favorite?
You have a 4-card heart suit. That's right. And you have enough points to bid it, don't you? How many points does it take to bid Stamen? 8, because if partner says, sorry, you're going to end up in 2 no trumps. So you have to have enough points to be able to play 2 no trumps. That's why you have to have 8 points to use Stamen. All right. Now then, here we have another one. 1 no trump pass. This is the west hand. What are you going to bid?
2 clubs.
Again.
2 clubs again. How many points do you have? 9. 9 again, right?
4 spades.
All right, this time partner says, so 2 clubs is right. Pass. Partner says 2 hearts. Now what?
2 spades.
You do not bid 2 spades. You do not bid 2 spades. Partner will tell you if he has 4 spades. He bids his 4-card suit up the line.
So he would say heart first.
Yes, he will always say hearts first. When he has 4 hearts, he may or may not have 4 spades.
That's right.
Your second bid with statement or transfers tells your partner how many points you have.
2 no trump.
So 2 no trump comes down next. Now, at this point, if partner has 4 spades, you're going to see a 3 spade bid hit the table if he's minimum. You'll see 4 spades hit the table if he's maximum. So you let him tell you if he also has 4 spades. If you bid 2 spades over his 2 hearts, how does he know how many points you have? He doesn't know where to go after that, does he? No idea. So your second bid following your 2 club statement always tells partner how many points you have. If you find agreement with a 9-point hand, say partner had bid 2 spades, let's say. What would be your bid if partner bid 2 spades here?
3 spades.
3 spades, yes. I have enough to invite to game, not to insist on it, and we have a 4 forfeited spades. So your second bid tells your partner how many points you have. Okay, here's another one. 1 no trump, pass, you're east. What are you going to bid here? How many points in this hand?
17. 18.
13. 18 is what I count. Where are we going to end up? Slam. Do we know which slam yet?
No.
No. What are the possibilities?
Hearts or spades.
Hearts or spades or
No trump.
no trump? We don't know yet. What do we do when we don't know?
2 clubs.
Ask questions, yes. 2 clubs. All right. South passes. Partner says 2 diamonds. What does that mean?
No heart.
No 4-card major. You did your job, didn't you?
Yeah.
You asked. So now what are you going to bid?
And no trump.
No,
Bid what?
No trump. Let's see.
How many?
6.
You have 18 points. Your partner has 15. You going to bid only 3 no trump? What are you going to? 6 no trump. You betcha. 6 no trump. No Trump bids are just a matter of math. Each no Trump bid has a very narrow range, and if you know those ranges, after your partner, you ask your partner to check for that 4-4 fit. After you've checked for that 4-4 fit and you know or you don't know, then do the math. If you would like to invite, with 18 points opposite a no Trump opener.
Especially since your partner's playing it.
Yeah, exactly. No bid is too high for private play.
That's what we did.
Exactly. So, all right, let's do one last one. This one I suspect that none of you are going to know.
Yeah,
The
yes,
challenge
come
is
on.
on.
Yeah, let's see if anybody knows. Your partner opens one no Trump and it comes around to you, and this is your hand. What do you bid?
2 diamonds.
No.
Well, that's one thought. 2 diamonds bid a transfer to hearts, right? Any other ideas?
2 clubs.
Who said 2 clubs? All right. Why did you say 2 clubs?
Because you have two, four.
Because when
Well,
you
I
have a
was
chance
wrong. Yeah.
for
Anytime you have
Chance.
one 4-card major, you start with stamen. If partner says hearts, you're in a 10-card fit. If he says spades, this will make a nice dumping ground for losers. So, as it happens, partner says 2 spades. 4 spades.
So start with statement.
When you have at least one 4-card suit,
You can statement.
this is 4, this is 6. When one of them is 4 cards, start with stamen. Then if partner bids 2 diamonds, saying I don't have one, then you can bid your big long suit. You know partner has at least 2 hearts, right? You've got 6 hearts, just slap down 4 hearts. You're going to be playing it, but that's okay.
Would 2 diamonds be wrong? I mean, wrong?
Yes.
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 Wrong?
2 diamonds is wrong
Your
here.
partner opens a no trump and you've got 6 hearts.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you transfer?
Because 4-4 fits are more highly desired than 6-2. That's why.
Oh, you're right.
Remember,
Yes,
all
yes,
suits
yes.
provide discards.
Okay.
Yes,
Tell them
yes,
that.
Yeah. If you play in hearts, and he also has 4 spades, are you gonna get any discards off those spades? Not one. All of them are gonna fall on each other. So, in order to take advantage of the long hearts, if you have a 4-4 fit in spades, you play spades and discard losers on the hearts. Make sense?
It does.
Okay. I was at visiting day at Westminster today because my 2 youngest grandsons are there. They're in 4th grade. And in language arts class, they've been talking about the meaning of words and how we use them and what kind of connotations they have. That reminded me of a story. President Trump was visiting an elementary school, and he decided to go into a class, and they were having a discussion about words and their meanings. The teacher asked President Trump if he would like to join the discussion and lead it. He said, sure, why not? Who can tell me the definition of a tragedy? One little boy says, oh, pick me, I know. So President Trump says, tell us what a tragedy is. The little boy says, if my best friend is out playing in a field and a runaway tractor runs over him and kills him, that would be a tragedy. President Trump said, no, I'm sorry, that would be an accident, but not a tragedy. Anybody else have an idea? The little girl very politely raises her hand and says, well, what if there were a school bus that had 50 children on it and it ran off a cliff and everyone on board was killed? That would be a tragedy. And President Trump says, no, I really think that would be a terrible loss. That's not a tragedy, it's a terrible loss. Well, the whole room went silent. He says, anybody else? Nobody volunteered. Anybody else? Finally, somebody in the back of the room says, I know. A tragedy would happen if Air Force One, with you on board, got shot out of the sky with a missile and it and got blown to smithereens. That would be a tragedy. And President Trump says, well, I think you might be right. And somebody else piped up and said, well, it darn sure wouldn't be a terrible loss, and it probably wasn't an accident.